All right. Well, um, we had a slightly delayed start, but that's okay. I'm still trying to figure all this out. So right now we're just waiting for the presents to go live, and then once that happens, we can obviously we can react to it then. But uh, the reason I went live early is just because I wanted to discuss a bit beforehand. Main point being, this is the presentation that will likely decide whether or not I'm getting Gen. Which Gen are we on even? We're on Gen 9 now. Jeez. Okay, yeah, so this will determine whether or not I'm getting Gen 9. I wanted to wait until we had more information, because we did see basically a single video of it, but it didn't really show much, and well, to be quite frank, it didn't look altogether too promising, in my opinion. It looked like it was going to have a lot of the same issues as Sword and Shield did. Sword and Shield weren't good at all, in my opinion. Um, and the one well, there's a few new things they're touting. Number one is that you can just travel anywhere at any time. I'm presuming is what they mean by that. I don't know for sure if that's what they mean or not. Um, which might be interesting. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off without making the world feel very small. But if they can get that to work, that would be interesting. But then the other thing they're touting is like was it 4 or 8 person? It was some amount of people multiplayer where it's like you could all be running around the same world at the same time. And well, they kind of tried that in Sword and Shield as well, and it did not work. Sword and Shield undoubtedly, undeniably had the worst multiplayer in the entire series. And I would go so far as to say that I'd say it includes the games with the link cable, like where the only multiplayer was like versus battles and trades with a link cable. It's like that still worked more reliably. Like you could still find people with that. You could still you could still play online together with people with that. It still worked. Meanwhile, I while I was playing Sword and Shield when I did play, which I wholeheartedly regret every moment I spent playing that game. Um, the one time I had my game crash on me was while I was connected to online. I I don't know why it happened. The online, outside of the time it crashed was always super laggy. You would never see anyone, walking smoothly across the lane. They'd always be jittering, which, makes no sense. It's a very popular game. I'm not in some I'm not somewhere where it should be hard to find people nearby for me to connect with by any means. So I don't know why the connection was so bad, but it was. And so when now that they're touting, it's like, oh hey, travel this entire world with up to I think it was up to 4 people. Um, I just don't know they can do it. I do not know that they can do it when the same number of people, or I think around the same number of people, traveling around the wild area was so stuttery and was the one thing that ever caused my game to full out crash. It's just I don't know. I don't know if they can do it, and even if they could do it, they might do it in such a way that how do I put this? They might end up doing it in a way that requires them to have basically the entire environment loaded at any time, which means that yes, the entire environment's going to end up being very small. If that's what they do. I don't know what they're going to do. Who knows? Maybe they just had their B team on every project that was on the Switch so far. But I mean, I don't know. And this is why I'm waiting. This is why stream title is please be good, because I really want to be able to enjoy these games, but just with how Sword and Shield came out, I have no choice but to be incredibly skeptical of anything that they refuse to just outright show. And we know that there's still some issues that haven't been fixed, at least from the time of the other video. Like low quality textures, we saw a good dose of that. Following Pokemon being too slow to actually follow you, we saw that. So I don't know. It looks like it's built off the same bones as Sword and Shield, and I I don't know that that's going to work because I thoroughly believe that those bones were rotted all the way through. Anyway, it's about to go live, I think. So let me see. Oh, so we got around 2 minutes. We're good. Um, I would be showing the presentation, but for some reason, until it starts to premiere, I don't think I can put it in full screen. So, we let's just say switching over to this video might be a slight bit scuffed. We'll see. We'll see. It might be fine. It might go smoothly. It also just might not. We'll find out, I guess. So, um, yeah. Hui. All right. There's also a chance that, well, no, I think we can be pretty confident we're seeing Gen 9 somewhere in this. It's a question of how much of it, but I think we'll see something of it at the very least. Um, Outside of that, new Mystery Dungeon would be cool. The Rescue Team remakes were neat. I kind of didn't like how they had like all the enemies and I think also all the items on your map by default, because that kind of takes away some of the challenge of it, but you know, you know. Um, so like if they do another remake or another new game, I'd like to see that still, regardless. But I would like to see it. Oh, hold on, we're going live. Here we go. All right. Oh, is that loud? That looks like it's loud. There we go. Okay, we're good. Um, I don't. That looks like it's loud. Let me let me check something. That's loud. Ooh. Let's see. Um, Let me see something. Hold on. All right. Um.
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company.
Oh, why are the
In
captions
today's
on?
Pokemon Presents, we will be sharing information on several of our games, including
Hold
the
on.
Pokemon
Sorry.
Scarlet and Pokemon
Don't
Violet
want automated
games.
captions on.
But before that, I'm happy to share some news about the Pokemon World Championships that will be held in London, UK this
Okay.
year
Okay.
from August 18th to
Well,
August
that's
21st.
confirmation we'll hear about Gen 9. That's good.
Please have a look at this
I
video.
mean I figured. I literally had just said that I
Hello,
figured.
Pokemon
But
trainers. I'm Chris Brown
um
from the Pokemon Company International.
I still
I'm
feel like that's
delighted to share
loud.
with you
I still feel like
updates
that's
on our
loud.
annual Pokemon World
Am I
Championships.
crazy? Is that
After
loud?
3 years,
I don't
our
know.
global community will come together August 18th to 21st in London for not only intense
Okay.
Pokemon battles,
All
but
right.
also to be together, celebrating old friendships and creating new ones, all in the spirit of friendly competition. We are expecting thousands of players from around the world to compete in this year's trading
Okay,
card game, video game, and
because
Pokemon
I
tournament
think that's
World
loud, and because I
Series.
also don't know
Many
what
players have
music
long
they're gonna
journeys
play or
earning
what
their
YouTube's gonna
invitation
get
over
mad at me
several
for,
years. And
I'm
we're
gonna make
hopeful
the audio for it quiet. There we go.
this year,
Come
we're
on.
also adding many new elements to the show,
There we go.
beginning with two new
There we go.
Pokemon titles.
And that should work.
Please join me in welcoming Pokemon Go, where nearly 100
Huh?
players will compete across 2 age divisions. Pokemon Unite, where 16
Okay.
teams from 11 regions will compete. These players have battled all year for their shot to earn the title of the very first world
Okay,
champion
I mean,
in these
competitive
regions.
Pokemon Unite
We
makes
also have a few
sense.
surprises in store for
It
you
might end up
contestants
being
and
really
players,
funny depending on
including our
how
largest ever
much
Pokemon
the
Center
people in question have,
pop-up shop.
spent on the game. But I'm not sure how they intend to make competitive Pokemon Go work. It's like, will there just be gyms set up for the location where it's like you gotta, or I guess is it just player versus player battles? Because if so, is that interesting? I'm not sure. I've never actually done PvP in Pokemon Go. I never have, mostly because there's not been anyone there. Oh, okay, that is one neat trophy, I've got to admit.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing
Okay,
you in London, and now I would like to hand it back to Mr. Utsunomiya.
alrighty.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brown. With the Pokemon World Championships returning after 3 years, please look forward to exciting battles to keep you on the edge of your seats.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'd like to share some news about a few of our games.
For the first time in 3
Okay,
years,
right,
we held in-person
right.
Pokemon Go Fest events in Berlin and Seattle. And this weekend, we will be holding an event in Sapporo, Japan. Mysterious creatures known as Ultra Beasts have appeared at each event.
Well,
And these Ultra Beasts will all gather together
okay.
during the Pokemon
I
Go
mean,
Fest 2022 finale event. It will be held
alright.
on August 27th. The finale is a global event that can be enjoyed by trainers from
Oh,
everywhere
okay,
in the
neat,
world.
neat.
Trainers will be able to encounter Pokemon they may not normally see
I
in the wild.
still
They can
am,
also
I'm not
encounter the
sure where
ability of
Pokemon Go
evolution
is as
by
far
completing
as
special
all of
research.
the,
Will you be able to help
all of
recontend
the,
with the Ultra
yeah,
Beasts?
I don't know where they are as far as
Let's
adding all of
begin
the
with Professor
Pokemon.
Willow, who was second to
I
Ultra
think
Beasts
last I
and to
checked they had
Wurmple.
started
Let's
adding
take
Gen
stock of the
7.
story's conclusion.
Looks like they're still doing that. Oh no, they had a few with Gen 8 too, so I don't know. I don't
Incense will be
know.
added to the game.
They've been working on
Will be
it,
used once a day
but
and lasts for 15 minutes. It can attract
yeah,
only
I
one
don't know.
Pokemon you've seen in your area, and rumors
I
say it might even attract legendary Pokemon.
Okay, all
Use
right,
Daily Adventure Incense for a 15-minute adventure every day. Over the past 6 years, we've seen Pokemon from every region debut in
yeah,
Pokemon Go.
yeah, that's
There
what
are
I
now
said.
over 700
Yes.
Pokemon you can register to the Pokedex.
Okay, like that
Getting
sounds
unique
impressive
and
till you
powerful
realize there's
Pokemon
over
Go Fest,
1,000.
or
So
have
it's like,
heated
what are the
battles in the
300 they
Pokemon Go
chose to just not
championships. The
include?
entire world is at
Like,
stake in
I'm
Pokemon
guessing.
Go, and our adventure
If I
isn't
remember
just
correctly, they
getting
always had
started.
all of Gen 1. They added, I believe, all of Gen 2 and Gen 3 at least.
Pokemon
I
Unite
don't know if
is
they added
coming
all
to
of Gen
Nintendo Switch and
4
mobile
and
devices.
5, though. Gen 4, I'd be kind of
Pokemon
surprised if
Unite
they
has continued to grow
didn't.
and evolve since its release 1 year
Alright,
ago.
yeah, Pokemon
In
Unite. I can just
celebration
kind of
of its
talk over
first
that.
anniversary, we're adding not only new
I played it
Pokemon
for a
that are
while.
fresh
It
to
was
the game,
alright,
but
but
also
I
many
mean, the
events
whole
and
pay to win thing
campaigns.
did kind of bother, and then,
A new
it's,
type
yeah,
of quick battle, Pika
mm,
Party, will begin
it's the
today, August
whole
3rd.
thing. Um,
In this special type of quick battle in celebration
I
of our first anniversary, all Pokemon on the field, both wild and players, are Pikachu. We hope you join these
Okay,
festivities.
that won't be confusing at all. That definitely
Additionally,
won't be
Buzzwole will be
confusing
joining
in
the
any
Pokemon Stadium
regard.
today, August 3rd. Buzzwole is an
Okay.
all-rounder that can
Huh.
grapple opposing
I
Pokemon and
I had
launch them into the air.
seen
Run amok in
okay,
battle with
I
this
had
epic
seen
ability,
some of the
Ice
Pokemon they
Boost,
were adding. I
which
don't think I had seen
temporarily
this.
increases
That's
Buzzwole's
kinda
defense
neat.
and basic attack speed each time it knocks out an opposing
But
Pokemon.
I mean, at the same time, I'm not. It's not like any of this is gonna get me to play the game again. I don't think anything could do that now.
Well, so please stay
Okay,
tuned.
yeah, Glaceon, I had seen that. I hadn't
And
actually
we're
seen the
gifting the
rest.
right
Neat.
licenses and hollowware for Pikachu,
Oh
Lucario,
wow, overpriced
Blastoise,
costumes.
Snorlax, and
Probably
Sylveon in
overpriced. I don't
celebration
know.
of the first anniversary.
Oh no, it's a login bonus. Okay, well that's nice of it. Do I want to say that's nice of them? I mean, I guess technically it is still free, so that is still nice. But like other stuff should not be priced the way it is. So, take your pick whether or not that's nice. Gen 2? This is Generation 2. So, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Alright, neat. Cool. Battle with Red on top of the mountain. Hey! Uh,
Oh, that makes sense.
okay, this is another game I haven't played. Was That's not true. I played it once, had no idea what was going on, and, and then quit. Because again, I had no clue what was happening. It just they did not explain very well. Alright.
What's this? Looks like Mewtwo's back in the Pokemon Cafe
I
room
didn't
at
know he
Steel
was there
Platinum.
before,
Let's
because
follow
again, this
him.
is another spin-off game that
Make
I
delicious drinks and dishes with your cafe
barely
staff.
played or
Enter
didn't
into a
play. In this case,
wonderful
just
world.
didn't play. I
And
didn't
to
bother
make
with
a
this
lot of
one.
delicious
Not
drinks
at
and
all.
dishes in 1 minute cooking
I
to
mean, I
fill
saw
Mewtwo
it,
up, it
and
can join your
then
staff.
it was like, oh, it's coming to Switch, and I'm like, okay, but this doesn't look like a game that you would want to play on Switch. This looks like a game
Here's
you
some
want to play
hints
on your
on how to
iPad,
play the 1 minute cooking
and
puzzle
that's
mode to
because it came to the
satiate
iPad.
Mewtwo. Tip 1.
It's because it came
Add
to
a new member
tablets, so
staff.
it's like, okay, yeah,
Mewtwo
like
likes
I
to order
said,
small
this
plates,
is a
so gather
game
staff
for
with
smart
specializing
devices, not
small
the
plates.
Switch. I've
Pikachu,
learned my
Seattle,
lesson
the 5-star
from
chef Victory,
Pokemon
and the
Quest, I think
midnight
was its
rider
name. It's like
Latias
that
will
is
be your
not
first
designed
favorites.
for Switch either. It's really
If you
weird
want
to
to
play
aim
that
for a
on
high
Switch.
score, try raising your Pokemon
The one
stats.
exception was
Go to the
Unite, which
Pokemon menu,
felt
start raising your
more or less
stats level
normal,
by
but the other
training them.
stuff around it
Get your
was
great
such that
staff
it's like,
set to the
ugh.
test. It's time to begin 1 minute
So,
cooking.
alright,
On to the second tip. Just keep on mixing as much as
and
you
yeah,
can.
that's another thing I noticed. I'm
Once
like,
you begin 1 minute cooking,
you
keep
could
on
just,
mixing the Pokemon to rack up
do
those
this.
combos.
You
Use
could
these
just
tips and make delicious drinks and
swipe
dishes, and you
wildly
should be
and
able
you
to
get
satisfy Mewtwo. We hope you'll give
some
1 minute
effect
cooking
out
a
of
try.
it.
And there's more. Following Latias, who just appeared
Oh,
today,
okay.
Latios will also
Yeah, makes
appear in the
sense.
future.
Makes
Wait,
sense.
there's even more. We have a special campaign underway starting today. This is your
Okay.
chance to get Victini and Latias on your staff. Pokemon
Alright,
Cafe
I
Rewards
guess.
is available at no cost to start and is playable on
To
Nintendo
start.
Switch systems
No,
and
no,
mobile
to
devices.
start. If you've ever played... Oh, hold on. Gen 7. Let me quiet. Gen 9. Why did I say Gen 7? I don't know. Okay.
Next up, an
Yeah.
update on the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon
Alright,
Violet
here's the
games.
news. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Huh? Okay. It looks a bit nicer now. Yeah, Muddy Wooper, okay, yeah. I mean, it looks better, but then there's also that warning at the start, and I'm like,
Attention,
I don't know what
please.
that means.
Today we begin the treasure hunt.
Wait a minute, hold on. So
Travel
that,
across Paldea.
so that,
Get to know the region.
alright. So they said that this voiceover wasn't in the game, and yet this voiceover is like voice acting for the cutscenes, so I take that to mean that we're still not getting voice acting. When, again, Generation 8 very clearly was supposed to have it at one point, and it just didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
The Pokemon.
I mean, okay, wait, we got some new stuff in there. I'm being too pessimistic to notice.
And
Alright.
the people.
Oh, no, wait. Did you catch that Pachirisu? Yeah. Frame rate problems are still here. Okay,
Who will
oh,
you meet?
wait, that zoom out shot didn't look very... Ooh, that zoom out shot didn't help anything either. I mean, once again, what is that? What, no, what is that? Wait, what?
With you,
Okay,
we are Pokemon.
alright, yeah, that's pretty
We
standard.
journey together,
Do we think we're gonna see evolutions in this
learn
one?
together,
Because if we are,
grow together.
alright, if we are, that's going to be interesting. Alright, not the evolutions I was talking about, but you know,
Find something to treasure.
you know, okay. Still, it's like, okay, what is that? What is that? Okay, cool effect, but I don't know what that what? Oh, great, new gimmick. Okay, I guess Mega Evolution really is just dead then. Oh wow, looks just like Dynamax. How fun. Wonderful.
Let the treasure hunt
Okay,
begin.
well, that really didn't show much, did it? I might be able to pull up like a few of the,
We're now starting
like the
to get the
one
feel
zoom
of the
out
journey.
shot,
Adventures to
because I
come
think
in
that's
the
like the
Paldea
one
region.
chance we have to see
I'd
how
like
the
to dive a
game
little deeper into the information
looks,
presented.
because I think
So
the
let's
rest
take
was
a closer
very
look,
selectively
shall we?
chosen. So we'll see, we'll see. Oh
The
yeah, look at
newest
that.
titles in the Pokemon series
Doesn't look as
are
good as the
Pokemon
opening anymore,
Scarlet
does it?
and Pokemon Violet
Does it?
games.
Hmm.
These titles will be open world RPGs,
Hmm.
a first for the Pokemon
Okay.
series.
I mean,
Sprawling landscapes and vibrant towns weave together to form the
some of the
Paldea
environment
region, where your new adventure
maybe
will
looks a
unfold.
little better, but I still
These are the legendary
okay.
Pokemon,
Yeah,
Koraidon and
I thought they
Unirodon.
were bipedal.
You'll rely on one of them as a
Am
partner
I
in
am
your
I crazy? They
adventure.
were
Climb
bipedal in the
on!
artwork. Why are
And
they
together you'll
quadrupeds
dash
now?
across
What?
grassy fields,
So yeah, they're
move across
bicycle.
water,
Everyone knew this. Everyone
and
knew
glide through the
they were
sky.
bicycles, but it's like okay, so they're
Your
just
partner can change
all
forms
right.
as needed while you explore
Okay.
every nook and cranny of the region with them.
I mean, okay. Oh wait, story
You will be
leaves you. What
enrolling
does
at
that
a
mean?
certain
Does that mean there's no
academy as a
story?
student.
Hopefully this means gyms in any
And a
order.
special independent study
Worst
project
case
awaits you.
scenario,
The
this
Treasure Hunt.
means
Through it,
this means
you'll
no
embark on
story.
a journey to find treasure of your own here
We'll
in
see. We'll
Paldea.
see. We'll see
3
what this
grand
means.
stories are waiting for you. One story
What do
will
you
revolve
mean?
around the familiar gym battles.
What do you mean?
You'll go to 8 Pokemon gyms and aim for the champion rank.
Okay, so there are
In these
gyms.
games, there is no set
Okay.
path you must take when challenging the
Good,
gyms.
good, good, good.
You'll chart your
About
very own
time.
course
About
along
freaking
Victory
time.
Road.
Hopefully they still adapt to however many badges you do have, because
The other 2
otherwise it's gonna be
stories
way
you'll
too easy.
experience hold many surprises
So
and
we'll see.
discoveries as well.
We'll
Which
see.
story will you begin with? How will
Um.
you progress through them? It is all up to you.
Well, I don't know because you only told me one of them, and the one that you told us about is the one that we've always had.
Professor Sada and Professor
So,
Turo, research
okay.
legends passed on in the Paldea
Yeah,
region. Mr.
alright.
Clavel is the director of the academy you'll attend.
Okay.
And Mr. Jacques is your homeroom teacher who teaches biology.
And?
You'll have your battle-loving
Huh?
friend, Nemona.
Why does that matter? Pokemon School is
Gradually,
always
Arvin,
an area
an
that you
upperclassman and
get
a
out
big
of in
drunk.
like 5 minutes.
There's also Penny, a shy student in your grade. There are gym leaders too,
Okay.
like Grusha,
Alright.
the Ice-type
That's...
gym leader.
Wait, so that
The
area
people
there
you
is
meet
the
in Paldea
gym?
are sure to enrich your adventures.
Oh. I mean... I don't...
Many different species of
Okay.
Pokemon
Well, we'll
also
see.
call the Paldea region home. This
Yep.
Pokemon is the Paldean regional form of
Oh no,
Wooper.
wait, is it
It
regional?
lives on the land and covers its body with a poisonous film.
Oh, it's
They
poisonous, not neat.
are
Why would you do
delightfully
that to Whoop?
squishy Pokemon that are smooth to the touch.
Ah,
And here's
clever
Cetitan,
name.
which has a large body and a hard horn that can freeze its surroundings.
Okay, still don't know what
Of
I'm
course,
looking
we
at
also
there,
have
though.
the Pokemon from which
Okay,
you'll
are you
choose
gonna
your
show
first
evolutions?
partners.
Are you gonna show
Sprigatito,
evolutions?
Fuecoco, and Quaxley.
Show the evolutions.
Enjoy meeting lots of Pokemon. And complete your Pokédex as part of your adventure.
Because, I mean, realistically, I think they could show... Huh? Oh, that's a neat way of doing the dex. Yeah.
By By
like a
using the
bookshelf
Union
type
Circle,
sort of
you
thing.
can enjoy co-op play
Okay, here
with
we
up to
go.
3 friends.
All right.
You can go look for Pokemon you haven't yet discovered,
Yeah,
or
but
even ride
again,
together to race across the
like,
map.
yes, this is a thing that you could do.
Enjoy
My
all the
question is,
Paldea region has to
why
offer with
would you,
family and
especially
friends.
when, again, last time we did it, it completely crashed my game.
The
All right.
Terastal phenomenon makes Pokemon shine like gems.
Okay, yeah. So still just ditching literally everything before, just because I guess. I don't know. All right. So I'm guessing those are by element
All Pokemon in the
again.
Paldea region are able to
So
Terastalize, which can provide a boost to a Pokemon's type
okay.
and make its moves stronger.
All right. Just wait. Someone's gonna say this
Some
excuses them not
Pokemon will
having
change
every
type when they
game.
Terastalize.
Or someone's gonna say that this justifies not having every
What type they become
Pokemon in the
seems to
game,
depend
like
on
in the
that
game code.
Pokemon's Terra type.
But like that is an effect applied to the model, and I guarantee. Yep, look at that. That's the water
For
one again.
example,
There's
an
the normal
Eevee
one
would
again.
typically remain a
Yep, it's
normal
only
type after
one like
terastallizing,
crown
but there
model.
could
It's
be
only one
Eevee
like
that
jewel
become
crown
grass or
model
water
per type.
after
So
terastallizing.
it's not like a wow. Every
We
Pokemon has
hope
this
you'll try to
new
catch
unique
Pokemon with
form that
rare
only it
Terra
had. Like
types.
no. Every Pokemon gets the texture effect,
Pokemon
and
that have rare Terra
they
types
all
are
get
more
their
likely to
types
appear
little
in Terra
crown.
raid battles.
So before
You
anyone
can challenge
tries to
Terra
say it,
Pokemon in these
no,
battles with up to 3
this
other
this
trainers.
doesn't mean that they couldn't put every
This is a
Pokemon in
new
the game.
kind of raid battle where you can attack or
They
heal
could,
with
but
your
they're
own
not going to
trainer
for a
instead of
while
having to
now
wait
because
for
they
your ally.
realize that they've already made this decision, and if they back down too soon, it's going to look
Try to
bad for
cooperate
them.
with your allies to
So
get the upper hand in these battles.
yeah, this is just okay. This just looks like max raids again, which were not
After
fun.
you successfully defeat a Terra Pokemon, you'll get the opportunity to catch it for yourself.
Okay, yeah, like the Dynamax raids were not fun. They weren't fun in Sword and Shield. I doubt they'll be much more fun here. We're not gonna call it max raids for obvious reasons, but I mean, I saw it. It
We've
looked
kept
basically
all
like
the
max
things you
raids.
love about
So we'll
Pokemon,
see.
while evolving the adventure you can have
Except
in
all the
Pokemon
Pokemon.
Scarlet and
We don't
Pokemon
have
Violet.
that. I unless they do, and they're
We
not
hope
saying.
you look
But
forward to the day you set out on your adventure.
I'm not sure that I'm going to. And
The Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games are
okay.
available to pre-order at participating
Yep.
retailers.
Yep. They've been available to pre-order, and they're coming out pretty soon. So again, before anyone else says, yes, that video we saw was final footage. It's like, oh, it was like, but the disclaimer said it
That's all for today's
wasn't
presentation.
oh, that's everything.
Thank you very much
Oh,
for tuning in and watching.
so we still don't know the final evos. Alrighty. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna terminology not okay. Hold on, terminology not. I think I gotta wait for this to become a video before I can back it up, because otherwise it's gonna kick me out when it ends. Um. So while we wait for the video, let's just mull over what we saw. Um. So they're having a new. Oh, here we go. It's already a video. Awesome. Switch back over to the stream and we can look through this bad boy. Let's see. What do we got? So, Pokemon Championships. That's nice for the competitive scene and all. That's, again, like Pokemon Unite makes sense. I'm gonna laugh if they end up like restricting what things you can use so that the championships aren't pay to win. Otherwise, I mean, it's gonna be either people that have just played this game nonstop since it came out, or who were able to, you know, give, give a bit of a give a bit of a bonus. Let's see, Pokemon Unite stuff, which nice for people who. Let's see, here's all the mobile stuff, which that's fine, but all the mobile stuff was already out, and I guarantee you, most of these apps already like I would think that the people who like care enough for these sorts of things for like the mobile games to make it into the main presentation, I would wager to believe that they're the ones that would be playing those games so regularly that they don't need to be notified that something is going to happen because they will see it when it does. So let's see what else we got. Uh, let me. I didn't get a good look at this. What is this actually? No, where's it? Here we go. Trailer does not reflect actual gameplay experience. The on-screen text and voiceovers are not present in game. Okay, no one thought the text was. The voiceover is deceptive because the voiceover for bits of it sound like it could be voice acting. I wager guess no voice acting. That's what I think. But keep in mind, this is what it says. It's referring specifically to the text and voiceover, and then you start the trailer. See down here? Nothing that says gameplay not final. So, you know, soak it in because this is what we're getting in November. This is what we are getting. We got the new mechanic. Then we got like okay, so I mean it's not terrible. It looks like they might have found out how reflections work, which would be nice. Only took them how many games was it on? Well, I don't want to say it took them however many games to figure out reflections, because really it was just Sword and Shield. Just didn't know what reflections were. It did. I don't know why, but their reflections just were never correct. Um, I mean, like Black and White 2 had reflections. I understand that they were using a different technique to fake their reflections, but I mean, they still had reflections. All right, where was the overhead shot? Where's like the one shot where you're flying? Let's see. Because that's what I'm interested in. Because, I mean, if you notice, a lot of these shots, they're real close up. And, that's nice and all, but where's the... Okay, where is that? I skipped it, didn't I? How did I miss that? Hold on. Let me look. It might just not be in the... I want to say it's in here somewhere. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna be skipping around a bit, so let's just mute that. Um. So like, okay, so they're the bikes. Again, I mean, so I I don't under. Okay, the one thing I don't understand with this is Hold on. I'm trying to. I can't get the one where it's kind of standing up. In the box art and the initial reveal, both of them were bipedal. They were both standing up, and now they're quadrupeds, which I mean makes sense. They're bicycles. Like, yeah, yeah. It makes sense, I suppose, but it's like that's kind of weird, though, right? Am I the only one that thinks that? That's like really weird. That it immediately went to like, oh no, they're not actually they don't actually stand up. It's like that seems like a strange decision to make. Like if you are gonna make that decision, and I'm presuming you had that decision made for a little while at least, because the whole designs were finalized and everything. I would think something like that would be finalized with it. Um, then why not have that reflected in the official artwork that you put on the box that we all saw before this? I don't know. I don't know. Just something I thought about. Let's see. Where's the there's a section there is a section here. We're gonna bump up the playback speed. We're just gonna speed through this because it's somewhere in here. Um, I want to say it's got to be past here because they were yeah. Let's see. Uh, no, not quite. All right, that's one, but that's not the one I was talking about. Was it before this? Was it before this? It might have been before this. Let's see. Where I don't remember where in the video it was. I don't know. I do not know. Well, here's one. That's hold 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 up. Hold up. Give me a sec. Okay. Hmm. I'm going to be generous and assume that this is snow here. Uh, no, yeah, like, it's gotta be. I don't know what the deal is with the really straight line, but I'm presuming that's snow snow-covered mountain. Where I just want to find. They've got a scene. Come on. They had one shot where you were flying over a desert savanna out. Oh, there was. All right. Now we gotta slow it down. Now we're gonna slow it down. We're gonna see. Let's. This might be a bit too slow. Well, it was in here, and it's a very short shot, which. Oh, okay. Because they didn't want. I'm guessing they didn't want you to be able to take it in. Hmm. There we go. So did I back up too much? Hold on. No, it's coming up. All right. I think it's the next shot. No, not quite. Do want to know what these towers are about, but it didn't. Oh, there we go. There we go. They, yeah, they play this for like half a second and then leave. And you know what? Look, looking at it, I can't really blame them. I mean, it's not that it looks bad per se, but I mean, all right. Should we get the obvious out of the way first? Let's start with the most obvious. Number one, the environment looks all right. There's nothing in it at all. So, given that this is going to be the final, basically what we get, I'm led to wonder if flying is so far away from the terrain that nothing can load in that you would interact with, what's the point of flying? because you won't be able to see anything. It's like, okay, some stuff's loaded. The cars, this car's there. There's like I think that's like a cargo container, or I mean, I don't know what else that would be. I don't know what else it would be. But like, apart from that, there's no Pokemon. There's no like there, like there's no Pokemon. There's no people. There's no items. Like, what is there to do here? So like you could say it's like, oh well, like those two things are loaded, so maybe the rest is loaded, and it won't. They just didn't have it loaded for this. But it's like, would they really do that? Because that would seem like a bad idea. I would think. To intentionally make the world look more barren for the trailers, that doesn't seem right. The reason I think those two things are there is because you can't really interact with them at all. So they're technically part of the environment. So they're still loaded. Alright, so that's the first thing. Number one. First thing that jumps out to me, which I noticed even when they tried to whiz by it at the speed of light, I noticed this, is nothing there. Just nothing there. Number two, depending on who you are, this is a good or bad things, but something I can notice, these trees are flat. From this distance, they've done the Super Mario 64 decision to turn the trees into a flat texture that presumably rotate to face you. On the one hand, like, good job for learning some optimization techniques. But at the other hand, some of these trees are pretty big, and it's like I'm streaming at 720. What quality is the video in? What quality is the video in? Let me see. For me, I was watching this video. Yeah, I was watching the video in 1080. Um, and it's pretty noticeable. And I'm watching it on like it's a bigger screen than the Switch itself. So I'm gonna wager guess, and if you're playing handheld, it's not really gonna bother you. You're not gonna notice it that much. But I also think if you play it on anything, probably anything bigger than your standard computer monitor, you're gonna notice while you're playing. So, yeah, I was hoping they would show stuff. The only real thing they showed that was new is that there might be something else to do other than the gym challenge. What that is, we have no earthly idea because for some reason they just didn't tell us. Um, and there's a brand new gimmick, which looks more or less identical to the last gimmick we had, which was already really unbalanced and not very fun, including the way that you fight wild Pokemon 4-on-1. So, yeah, I mean, it really does look like they're just making Sword and Shield 2, where the entire thing's an open world. So, I guess that I mean, man, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I guess I'm still waiting. Um, which is a problem because what, it's like 3 months out now, and we just don't know anything about it. That's not true. We know a few things, and we know enough to probably make some educated guesses on the rest of it. Like, I'm betting, still no national decks, still no, um, there's still not gonna be national decks. There's still not gonna be voice acting, because if there was voice acting, they would have used that for this trailer, surely, because parts of that voiceover that they did sounded like they had taken the lines that headmaster guy had in the actual game and were reading them, and they've said that voiceover is not in the game, so probably no voice acting. We're still just we're still just swapping out gimmicks like it's a thing to do. So we're still not getting any meaningful iteration on any gameplay mechanics. Uh, I mean, I don't know if we saw the health bars more than once, but the health bars looked very basic. I'm going to see if I can find it. So what is like the second here? Here we go. Here's the battle UI. Man, that just hold on. Let me back it up just a little bit so that come on. There we go. Well, I can't get it before they start to focus in on this, but here. So, I mean, that certainly is a UI. That's man, it is. Yep, that is one of the UIs of all time. Yeah, don't know what to say. Like, it's not bad. It works. That's fine. It's not like unreadable. It's not like a terrible idea, but like, yeah, eh, eh. It looks, it looks like it, it looks like whoever was asked to make this UI was told to make a UI that they could just use in any Pokemon game. It really does, because there's there's no theming, there's nothing unique or even like slightly charming about it. This is just the most basic, here's what you need, all organized, nice and neat, you know, standard font, just meh, there you go. I didn't even pay much attention to the attack animations, honestly, but we saw that before. We've already gone back to Gen 8 and before, where Pokemon are just standing, like, what, 10 feet apart, and they're just gonna, if one of them needs to physically hit the other, they'll do a bounce, and we'll call that good. Which, I mean, I don't know. It's just I feel like when you had Legends of Arceus, because Type Null's ability, yeah. When you had Legends Arceus, which fixed that and made it look at least a little better, and then I expect that your next game is going to keep those changes, and then they just don't. That could be a motto for the Pokemon series as a whole at this point. Expect it to keep the good new changes. They don't. That's what they've done. Every when did this start? I wonder. I guess it started at Gen 6. Because up until you got Gen 1. That's the basic one. Gen 2, you add berries and day and night cycle. Gen 3 improves the berry system. Makes improves the berry system. What else did they do? I know there was something. They add abilities there. I think I think it was Gen 3. I might be wrong on that. Gen 4. Gen 3 also added the contest. Gen 4 actually still used the contests. Gen 5. Well, technically it started at Gen 5. Um, Gen 5 because Gen 5 scrapped the contests. Although they had other side modes to try and make up for it, which was fine. Like in my opinion, that was fine. And then Gen 5 added, the seasons. Cycling out once a month. Every month is a new season. That was kind of neat. And then Gen 6 just does away with the seasons. I forget if they did away with the day and night cycle. Because honestly, I don't remember Gen 6 all too well at all. I remember parts of it, but you know. Then Gen 7. Gen 7. Gen 6 did add Pokemon and Me. Gen 7 technically expanded on it. Didn't have all the mini games, I don't think, which is a bit weird. Oh, right, I forgot the big thing Gen 6 added. Gen 6 added Mega Evolutions. Gen 7 got rid of Mega Evolutions. Well, they didn't. Mega Evolutions were still there, which, highlights how this whole system of have a new gimmick every game could have worked if they just kept doing that. Still don't think that would have been a very good idea, because you should just stick with the gimmicks that work and then just expand them. Like, you can't, alright, Z moves, Z crystals, you could probably convince me that reached about all of its potential with Gen 7, and there was nothing else to do with it. You can't convince me that Mega Evolutions reached its full potential. Not with what they had already done, with showing that they could add new Mega Evolutions in subsequent games with the Gen 3 remakes, and then they just toss it aside. First they put it in the back, and then they just get rid of it. First they just move it to the battle tree in Gen 7, so you gotta beat the whole game before you can actually use it, and then Gen 8, just get rid of it. So, and they've just kept doing that, just added, cycle stuff out, never really iterate anymore. Eh. I guess that's just the Pokemon we're stuck with now, huh? Alright. So I guess I'm just waiting on more info. Who knows? Maybe it actually is better than some of these shots make it look, but hey. We'll see. We'll see. For right now, I'm sticking to my opinion. I probably won't end up buying it. I just probably won't. That's probably just how it's gonna be. So, um, but I mean, with that said, I mean, I guess they stuck to their word. They gave us news. They never said it was gonna be much. Um, well, that, that's about all I have to say. So I guess uh, thank thank you for watching up until this point. And uh, I guess that's it.